Kristen, and welcome back for another tips and tricks video brought to you by AppsEvents and Acer. And in today's video, we are going to take a look at conditional formatting in Google Sheets and some ideas of different ways that this can help you in your classroom, whether it's behind the scenes in the background of what you're doing as a teacher to stay organized, or using it with your students to help them learn and create. So let's go ahead and get started. And this is a very simple thing to do. All you have to do is go to Format, Conditional Formatting. And the first time you do it, it automatically just creates a new rule for you. So what I can do here is I can select the cells I want it to apply to. And I can do that in a few different ways. One, I can click the Select Date Range box. And then that lets me highlight and select what I want to. And then I click OK. Now you'll see it's automatically trying to format for me. Well, I don't want that. I want to format cells if maybe the number is less than or equal to, let's say 10. And I want it to be really bright, attention-catching orange fill. Super simple to change, and you can see it's automatically updating on my sheet as I do this, so I know that there are things that are fitting my criteria. Maybe that's too much. Maybe I just don't want any fill at all, but I want it to be bolded so it stands out more. I can do that as well. So I can match these format rules to anything text-based. Is the cell empty or not? Does it have specific letters? Does it have a specific word or phrase? Is there a date? Is there a number in between different things? And I can get it to match and then change that cell accordingly. Now, creating the conditional formatting, super simple. Applying it to certain things like tests, also super simple. But there are so many other ways to use this. So I use it every day in my classroom. I have a form that feeds in, tells me how my students are doing every single day, and then it automatically color codes it to match the color that matches the word. So it can just be something really simple that helps you track information more easily. So this one is a text-based formula. If it starts with G, it turns green because there's only 4 options: green, blue, yellow, and red. Green's the only one that starts with G. I also track their scores on our regular spelling assessments. And anytime anybody gets a score less than or equal to 7, it automatically turns it to this yellow warning color that I might need to reteach that pattern. And it does it anytime I enter a score. So we can see it just adds it in automatically. I don't have to think about it. I just put the numbers in, and then Sheets will alert me if there's a problem, because this is for any time in any of the cells in this entire document that are less than or equal to 7. You can also use this with your students and code things in the background. So if they get an answer correct, like for example on this multiplication table, 1 times 5 is equal to 5. If they type in 5, it changes to green. And if they get it wrong, it stays the same color so they know they can try again. And this is something that they can practice over and over again. I create this once, I can share it with all my students, and they can go through and they can do a run through, a practice. How quickly can they turn them all green, and then they delete them all and they go back and they do it again. Or something more creative is some pixel art. You set the conditional formatting so the font and the fill are the same color, and then they go through, and it's a very basic way to introduce coding because they type the number and it changes to a color, and from there they can create lots of different artwork. They can get introduced to the idea of creating things through codes, and then you can evolve and give them other things to explore from there. So there are so many different opportunities for using conditional formatting within your teaching or within your self-organization, and I hope you give it a try because Sheets is really very versatile and there's so much you can do with it. and we'll see you back next time for more tips and tricks.